It's the end of the month and you're probably wondering how you migrate stuff from one month to the other. And so today I'm going to be migrating all of my January stuff into my February pages in my bullet journal with you. Hello, my name is Kat. If you're new here, I make bullet journal content as well as studio vlogs and pen paling and stationery content here and there. And today I'm going to migrate everything from my January pages into my February ones. This video is focused on beginners to bullet journal. If it's your first month using a bullet journal, you're probably wondering how you migrate things from one month to the other. And so I thought it would be cool to do this together. I'm also going to share with you a little bit more of my personal side and business side on this because I'm going to show you my entire bullet journal for January, and I'm going to migrate any tasks, events, and personal stuff that I have coming up in February. So if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you do, and let's get started with a flip through of my current bullet journal so far. So I started this bullet journal this year, and I'm going to show you the extra pages that I also did in my bullet journal. So these pages were not on my setup, but I created a page for my meditation and affirmations tracker, and this one is just my reading tracker. Basically, I have the 12 months of the year at the top and then the days along the page. And I just created this huge habit tracker for those two trackers to track when I do my meditation and I read my affirmations and when I read. And I started pretty great and now I've been failing a couple of days, but that's fine. The important thing is that I'm picking myself up and I'm back on track. So yeah, I created these trackers, and for the meditation one, I'm going to fill it in with yellow the whole year. But for the reading tracker, I'm going to change the color according to the book that I'm reading. I'm currently reading Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, and the book is whole purple, so I decided to start this tracker with a purple color. So let's move on into January. And this is my monthly dashboard. I created this section right here for anything that I could possibly remember to do on the next month, in this case February. And the only thing that I could remember were my monthly grab bags. This is something that I created for my shop and it was related to my bullet journal. So I would create a bullet journal theme and transform it into a stationary grab bag on my shop. And those were pretty popular, but then I stopped doing colorful and full-on themes. So I stopped doing this, but this is something that I want to bring back for March. So this is my monthly dashboard. I put here any events that are coming up, and I don't think there are any other events until the end of the month, so I don't have anything in here. This is my to-do list for the month, and since my phone has a semi-broken camera, I wasn't able to do a calligraphy live on TikTok. I'm waiting to know if I get a new phone or not. I'm still deciding on that because it's the only thing that I need it for. It's for lives. But I was able to do a weekly spread live in January, which was really nice. But these are all my tasks for the month. And one thing that I want to make sure that I tell you is that these are my major tasks that I don't want to forget. There are other tasks that I do throughout the month, for example, all of my videos that I don't put in here just because those are tasks that I already know that have to get done and it's business stuff. These are tasks of things that I don't want to forget that I need to do and things that I would probably keep postponing throughout the whole months. And these are just a section for notes, and I put here create routine for content creation because that's what I'm doing right now. And I need to kind of create a routine of where I film and when I film and the days to film and everything. So this was really useful. This is my habit tracker and sleep and mood tracker. I love this habit tracker. It's one of my favorites. It's the simple mini tracker one, but it looks really nice. And as you can see, my habits are going strong. The only one that I have to keep working on is drumming. And here I have my sleep and mood tracker. And when the month ends, I'm going to connect all the dots to create a line graph. But yeah, this is how it is turning out. This is my first week of January. Second one, this year I have the goal to do different weekly spreads that are Instagrammable on my bullet journal, but just for funsies, because it's something that I really love to do. And I used to do everything like pretty quickly, and I don't like that. So now I just take half an hour every Sunday to do my weekly spread. And this was the only one that I didn't do on a Sunday. I did it on live and it turned out super cute. And this one is the weekly spread from the week before, and we have the weekly spread for this week. So normally on the migration process, I start thinking about it a couple of days before the month ends, so 2 or 3 days before, just because if I still have to do something that I haven't finished, I still have a few days to do it, or I can think about the month that has passed, or I can just plan if I still want to do that thing in that month or migrate it to the next month. I kind of do a reflection on the month, and I highly recommend you to have a page for you to do a review of the month. This page for me is going to be for that, and this one is going to be for my monthly favorites. But I highly recommend you to do a review of the month. This is something that I actually mentioned on my bullet journal tips video that I posted last week about bullet journal tips in general, but reviewing your month can really help you to understand what you're doing in your bullet journal and in life, because everything that you do in your bullet journal, it reflects in your life. So for me personally, I like to do a review and think about how productive I was, how I felt throughout the month, how my bullet journal helped me, all of that good stuff, so I can prepare myself for the next month. Because one thing that happens sometimes is that in our busy lives, you just do everything in autopilot. And if you don't pause and take a second and reflect on the month that has passed, you are just going to do the same thing for God knows how many months. And for me, I prefer to take 15 minutes at the end of the month, review it, and understand what I want for the next month. So that monthly review thing I'm going to do at the end of the month, actually, and I'm going to post it to my Ko-Fi members, because I only post very personal stuff for my Ko-Fi members on Ko-Fi and Discord. So the migration process I'm going to do in this video, that is the only bit that I'm going to do just for them. So looking at my January theme, I have here my events. I can start thinking about the events for February. So let me just grab my pen. And I start with events and appointments. If I have anything scheduled already, I'm going to put it in here. I don't think I have anything for February yet, unless it's Valentine's Day. We already booked our mini getaway for Valentine's Day, so I'm going to put here that we have a little something. V-Day getaway. If anything else happens, I would put it in here. I usually don't have a lot of events nowadays, so, if something comes up, I will put it in here. But this is a time where you book here your doctor appointments, any events, any things that you have to attend, it's in here. Then for my to-do list, I look at January and I see the things that I didn't do. I'm going to put the calligraphy live on my notes because I don't know if it's going to happen. So I'm going to put here both of my lives, because I did my January weekly spread live with my phone. It was not great. So I kind of have to think about that. Live streams and new phone here. So I know that this will fix this, but I still have to think if I get a new phone or not. So for my to-do list, I don't have anything else. I can think about things that I need to put in here, and I think one of the things that I want to put in here is the Pinterest thing. I've been searching about ways to implement more stuff in my Pinterest, so I'm going to put here Pinterest. And I put here in the notes monthly grab bags, and that's one thing that I want to bring back into February. So I'm going to put here monthly grab bags. Another thing that I have to put in here is to create my UGC portfolio. I have a media kit, but I really need to work on that. And search for jobs. Then I'm going to have all of my normal videos, but that is just that. For my shop, I don't think I have anything that I have to take care of right now. For notes, I want to start putting here the things for Easter, so Easter products. And for my goals, this is more of like random not very specific things, but I don't put here like having X orders on my shop or anything, because I keep that very personal and I don't like to write a number in here and then it doesn't happen, and yeah, I just don't like to do that. So for my goals for February is to, first of all, I want to keep my steady working out streak as it is. I've been moving my body at least 4 times a week and I want to keep doing that. So I'm gonna put here workout 4 times a week. I want to finish the book that I'm reading. I'm pretty much going to finish it in January, but I want to finish the book that I will read next, which is this one, in February still. So I'm going to keep it in here. And I'm gonna be bold and I'm going to put here reach a new milestone. So yeah, these are the things that I have for my dashboard so far. Sleep and mood don't have anything. For my habits, I normally reflect on the month that I just have and I see what habits are working or not. So for example, my workout habit is going to stay the same. So workout, and in this workout I have walks as well, so I'm going to keep tracking both. I have that in here, but it's just not separated. Drumming, it's another thing that I want to keep doing more. It's something that I feel like I don't do a lot and I should prioritize. I want to learn Arabella so I can play with my husband, so it's something that I need to get better at throughout February. Then I have here illustrate and draw, and I think I'm going to keep that habit going because I want to draw more, especially because now March is coming and my theme is going to probably be Women's Day. So I'm going to keep doing that in here. And for the Japanese one, where is it? I have not been studying as much as I want to. I'm going to still put here Japanese, but on my monthly thing, I'm going to put here make time to learn Japanese. So now the only thing that is missing is the monthly review. I highly recommend that you close this video and get a monthly review going in your bullet journal. Just use the last pages of your month between January and February if you left some, and do a quick review of how the month went. What do you want to get better at? What do you want to change in your life? What do you want to achieve in February? All of that good stuff, and put it in here in a monthly review. And with that all being said and done, this is my migration process in my bullet journal. I really hope you enjoy it and that you have planned your bullet journal with me for February, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!